The intersection between games and movies is an interesting one. While they are both art mediums, the spaces they operate in and the audiences they attract seem to be vastly different.
Because the fucking youth is...
Okay, maybe not vastly. But for me, games and film are two distinct experiences that don't really have too much overlap. So why, when I watch Infinity Train, do I get a sense of unmistakable familiarity? Infinity Train is a fantasy sci-fi show from creator Owen Dennis that centers on a train with each car having a different world established in it, and the goal of the passengers is to advance to the next train car. Dennis described the inspiration for this show as the feeling of waking up in an unsettling space, which he experienced when he came back from a long flight to the US. Which leads me to my point that this very feeling is the same DNA of a Metroidvania game. For those unaware, Metroidvania is a subgenre of action-adventure that typically is a side-scroller that emphasizes elements of exploration via an unfilled world map and upgrades to your character, giving new methods of travel. Which, now that I'm saying this out loud, kind of sounds like a lot of games. So to explain more, I'll be using one of my favorite games, Hollow Knight, as my main example. The feeling of a Metroidvania is waking up in an unsettling space. In Hollow Knight, you wake up in a world amidst a lot of history, but you only gain more context to that history by uncovering more of the world. The way a game like Hollow Knight differs from an open world game like Breath of the Wild is very evident in the map system. In Breath of the Wild, you can see a majority of the land you want to go to even though you haven't uncovered it on the map, while in Hollow Knight, the map is your only indicator that there might be something more to be explored. To me, the fascinating part is how it makes you explore a sprawling world over and over again, with your experience adding more depth to both how you can explore and where you're able to go. With each of these exploration ventures rewarding you with a new and different feeling than that you had of the previous one. Infinity Train scratches that same itch for me. While I don't control the characters, it still does an amazing job of structuring the mystery behind who our protagonist is and the history of the world. Similar to Hollow Knight, every adventure takes place in a new world full of vibrancy.
Oh, very cute.
Salutations, two-legged stranger and loudball creature. Welcome to Cogenia.
There goes the sliver!
We gotta go! Okay!
Each of these have different rules to it, and the new worlds add context for understanding what is actually going on. Without getting into spoilers for the show, the way it handles multiple seasons feels the same as getting a new upgrade for your character in a Metroidvania game. Each season provides a new lens for how the train is viewed, and through this new lens there is so much more of that world to be explored. One other parallel might also be in the rating. Both Hollow Knight and Infinity Train you'd probably be fine giving to a kid, but both are not without their dark moments and themes. To me, it's this balance of childlike whimsy and lurking darkness that makes both of these experiences so homogeneous. If you have played or seen either of these, let me know what you think of this comparison, but if you haven't experienced either, I'd give a hearty recommendation to both of them. I'm really fascinated by comparing different types of media. It's fun to try to add more intersectionality in my interests, so be on the lookout for a Why Shrek 2 is a Mitski album in the future. Later, haters.